Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to Wall, Texas for today's matchup between the Wall Hawks and the Ballinger Bearcats. And welcome everybody here on the Concho Sports Network for today's baseball presentation of your Wall Hawks taking on the Ballinger Bearcats. Vincent Salazar here on the play-by-play with you, everybody. And of course, we want to offer, before we even get going here today, a little bit of forgiveness. Mother Nature, as you can probably hear on my microphone, playing into a big effect today. So we might have a little problems with wind here and there, but we should still be in for a very promising day for baseball between these two West Texas teams. And coming into this one, the Wall Hawks currently are 5-3 overall on the year and 2-1 in district play. They're kind of looking to continue where they left off previously after getting a victory over Clyde, winning 6-5. And following this matchup, they will next take on San Angelo TLCA on March 30th. And for their opponent today, of course, the Ballinger Bearcats come into this matchup with an overall record of 7-10-1. And they are looking to also continue their season of success, as they've also proven to be a very good team here in the Concho Valley. So, of course, the Hawks, very well known historically for winning a state championship, are looking to kind of pull off the similar feat again this season. My apologies there, ladies and gentlemen. We had the national anthem. Kind of hard to hear from our vantage point with the strong wind, but with that, we are ready to get underway here from Wall, Texas. And we'll start things off, of course, with the Ballinger Bearcats coming up to bat first. So we will take a look now at our starting lineup here for Ballinger. Starting us off here and leading off will be number 3, Carter Errett, who will be playing as the catcher today. Batting in second will be Martin Quiroga. He will be playing at second base. Batting third will be Lane Weisenhower, my apologies. He will be on the mound today for the Bearcats. Batting in the cleanup position will be number 11, Nakia Villarreal, who is in the shortstop position for the Cats. Batting in fifth will be number 32, Aiden Beisenhauer. Be playing at the third baseman spot. Batting in sixth will be number 55, Marcus Castleberry. He's currently playing at first. Batting in seventh will be number 2, Trey Mashik. He's out in left field today. Batting in eighth will be the designated hitter, number 14, Nick Martinez. And batting in ninth will be number 22, Tyler Langston, who is playing in right field today. the Hawks, it will be number 25, Reese Horton. So with that, we are now ready for some Wall Hawk baseball. As Horton now gets set back on the top of the mound. They're lined up in the batter's box, awaiting the pitch. This first pitch will be called outside for ball 1. This one's going to be fouled back for strike 1 here, and Aaron will have a 1-1 here at his first at-bat of the day. Reese Horton, a multiple style players, both done things offensively and of course defensively as the pitcher for this Hawk squad as he drives one in for a strike. So just like that, Horton already ahead in the count. This will be a swing and a miss for a big strikeout. So already a good start for the day for the Hawks. That will now bring up the second baseman, Martin Quiroga. And he's going to watch this first pitch low for ball 1. So the wind will definitely play a challenge, not just for the broadcast today, but also in terms of this game. As the wind is coming in from behind us, we're located on the left foul line, parallel to it. So anything maybe launched out to right field was going to have a pretty good carry. Here's a swing and a miss for a strike. Brings our count to 1-1. Here's the pitch from Horton. This one's going to be hit, and it will stay fair. And the throw is in time. A nice play made to get the second out of the inning. So 2 up already. Hawks trying to get an early retirement here to maybe get their bats rolling here in the bottom of the first. This one will be called inside for ball 1. Horton's been very good so far in the early starts of this ball game and able to maintain his control. This one will be hit toward the first baseman. Throw back to Horton. Horton will get the out at first to do it. So 3 up, 3 down to conclude the inning, and the Hawks on fire already. We'll take a short break. You're watching Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo R.O.
And welcome back here to Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. And here at the bottom of the first, it is currently 0-0. The Hawks looking maybe to kind of start things quickly here and put a run on, as they were able to go 3 and out on the Bearcats for the Bearcats' first at bat. So starting us off first will be number 24, Herbert Kai. Kai has had about 25 at-bats so far this season. He's earned about 19 hits. Well, my apologies, I'm actually accidentally looking at Reese here. Guy, he's actually had 465 at-bats. He's going to lay one down here, and that will track foul. So we'll start that again. He's got 19 singles, 12 doubles, and 6 triples so far. So the young man does a very good job of finding ways on base. As we already saw him trying to lay down a bunt. Of course, he's going up against Lane Boussier, as this pitch is going to be low in the dirt for ball 1. Busenheier. I apologize for that. I'm trying my best to get that name correct here. That one's going to be right down the center for strike 1. Or my apologies, strike 2. So right now, Herbert's going to have to work a little bit from behind the count. Down 2 strikes. This one will carry to the right, but it's going to land foul. So we'll do it over again. I mean, that wind is really going to carry, as I mentioned, a lot of balls out there toward the right. Well, that could guarantee also some long triples or possibly home runs today as well with this wind, but it's going to be kind of a challenge. This was going to be a swing and a miss for a strikeout, so Herbert will strike out at his first at-bat of the day. So up next for the Hawks here is number 7, jumper Brandon. Comes into this one with 48 at-bats. He's going to hit this one out to center field. It's going to go all the way to the back wall. Cats are trying to get to it, and that's going to go down for a double. So before I even had a chance to talk about the young man jumper already, jumping to it with a big double on his first at-bat. That's going to add to his total of 11 on the year now for doubles. So this one's going to be low in the dirt for ball 1 to number 15, Cannon Brooks. Cannon Brooks, 49 hits this season, 25 singles, and 16 doubles. Another young man who does a fantastic job of finding his way onto the plate, as he's going to foul this one out of play for strike 1. So now Brooks once again ready in the batter's box. This one low for ball 2. So Busenhauer up kind of behind now in this at-bat. 2 for 1, but I think he's just trying to see if he can maybe get Brooks to chase something, as he's going to get this one right down the middle for a strike on the inside. It's been favoring more the outside box, but here's the pitch. This one will be slapped into left field. Throw to first wasn't time, but it fell out of the first baseman's hand. So So that'll go down for a base hit single. For Brooks, I believe they'll rule that a single. So now Jumper is on at third. And you have right now in the cleanup position, number 4, Bryson Ballard. That one was going to be fouled out of play. Ballard's had 60 at-bats this season, 54 hits, 16 singles, and 11 doubles. So definitely the guy you want to have at bat, but trying to go ahead and get the first run on the board here if you're a Hawk fan. This one's going to be swung and fouled off there for a strike to make it strike number 2. So Busenhauer right now ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. This one's going to be hit out toward center. It's going to fall toward the back of the wall. That's going to score 1 run. And that'll be a good double RBI hit by Ballard to put the Hawks up 1-0 here early on Ballinger. Now you have Brooks on at third, Ballard at second, and now at bat in the 5th spot is number 13, Reed Decker. He's got 23 hits this season, and he's going to watch this one come in for strike 1. We've got a moment. Of course, we want to thank our sponsor here in the first inning, Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road in San Angelo. Is going to get caught looking for a strikeout. That's out number 2 here for the Hawks. And that will now bring up Will Scher. 26 at-bats this season, 21 hits. Has a chance to try to open the lead up a little bit more here for the Hawks as he takes his first pitch high for ball 1. Second pitch high for ball 2. Busenhauer a chance to kind of get out of this inning. Gave up the first run, but can find a way still to get out of this without giving up any more damage. And it looks like they're going to call a balk. So that will score a run here for the Hawks. This one will be hit out toward right. That's going to fall fair. That'll bring in another run. So Scher now with a double RBI. So an RBI single off that double. An RBI double, my apologies. Now we're going to have a little bit of a conference on the mound with Busenhauer. I try to help settle the young man down. As early here, ball with a 3-0 lead. And now coming up to bat in the 7th spot is number 21, Austin Williams. Williams with 45 at-bats this season, 33 hits. He's got 7 singles. Right now he is at a 1-0 count. One ball, no strikes. This one's going to hit the corner for strike 1. Bring the count now to 1-1. for ball 2. So now it looked like he just kind of lost control of that one. This is going to be low in the dirt. That's going to be a wild pitch that will allow Scher to take third. And Eisenhower's kind of in a jam once again where he is behind in the count here. And doesn't really want to give up another walk to allow Williams on. And the Bearcats are only in need of one more out to retire this inning. This one will be hit foul. Hopefully it'll avoid those cars over there. That brings the count back full here, 2-3. Swing and a miss for a big strikeout to end the inning, but not before the damage is done as the Hawks go up 3-0 here as we head to the top of the second inning. You're watching Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
And welcome back here to Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. As here in the top of the second inning, it is 3-0 Hawks, and Ballinger trying to come back with a rally of their own early on here, as starting us off will be number 11, Nakia Villarreal, playing the shortstop today and batting here in the cleanup. So here's the pitch from Horton. This one's going to be swing and a miss for a strike. I believe the count is 1-1. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be high, and they're going to say it made contact with Villarreal, so he will take first on the hit by pitch. So that'll now bring up Eisenhower, the brother actually here, I believe. Yeah, there are both brothers on this squad. This will be Eisenhower, who's not in the circle today, but instead is playing in the third baseman position. He's going to swing on this one, and it'll be fouled back for strike one. So Horton with one strikeout to begin the ball game. And was able to get a 3 and out, but this time around the Bearcats looking to try to answer back here against the Hawks. Horton now ready on the mound. Here's the pitch. This is going to be low in the dirt for ball one. Gets the call. Here's the pitch. This one also low for a ball. Maybe trying to hit the outside corner, it looks like, maybe from my angle. Is what Horton's trying to do. So we'll see if he tries to go back to it again, or. And this one goes up a bit higher toward the inside this time. And he is behind in the count here, 3-1. Got to be very careful. Put 2 men on here very quickly here for Ballinger, and that's going to be outside for ball 4. So now 2 men on here for the Bearcats, and the tying run up to bat. And it's going to be number 55, Marcus Castleberry, the first baseman for the Bearcats. He's going to hit this one out toward center field. It's going to drop right in front of the center baseman for a single. And just like that, the bases are now loaded here for Ballinger. So now a little bit of a talk at the mound, trying to get things squared away here. So Horton with his first challenge of the day, the bases loaded. And really needs something here to try to fight out of this jam. Nobody out, 3 men on. Here's pitch, that one's going to be called high for ball 1. This is Trey Matchik, the outside of left fielder. Swings and misses on this one for a strike. So a 1-1 count here on Matchik. Horton getting the call. Here's the pitch. I call that one maybe just a little outside. Look pretty good from my angle, but once again, I'm kind of off to the left here. So I'm not exactly right behind that zone. And this one is going to be ruled in here. Matchik believes he was hit, and that's going to lead head coach Matt McBriar out to have a little chat with the umpire, trying to say, hey, that my guy took some contact there. The ump said, I don't think so. So the at-bat battle will continue here. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be high for ball 4, and that will allow it 1 run to score off the walk. And now that's going to take us back to the mound for another little chat here. It looks like we have, I believe that's assistant coach Tyler Warren out there on the mound, if I'm correct. And he's going to come on over. Well, that actually might be head coach Jason Shiners. And just clearing things up also with the ump, and he's headed on back to the dugout. As that hopefully bought Horton some more time here to try to get resettled and battle back out of this jam. As the go-ahead runner is now at first. And you now have number 14, Nick Martinez, up to bat. Yeah, this count is 1-0. This one's going to be way inside for ball 2. Horton struggling a little bit more now here to kind of maintain that control. back here on the mound. Here's the pitch. It's going to be low again for ball 3. Once again, nowhere to put the man. If he is walked here, that would be another unearned run here by the Bearcats. This one's going to go right down the center for a strike. Strike 1 here as Horton tries to battle back down in the count. One's going to be batted out. Will be caught by the second baseman. Throw to first is in time, but that will also score a run here for the Cats. So the lead now down to 1 run off the sacrifice hit. Or after the, my apologies, the fielder's choice. So 1 out for the Bearcats. That one's going to be in for a strike. 1 man on at second. One at third. Right now a good at jump for Horton here. He is currently ahead in the count with 2 strikes, no balls. Trying to hold on to that 1-run lead. This one's going to be fouled back. And we'll do it all over again. As it is Tyler Langston here at the bottom of the order. The outfielder on the right side. And he's going to catch him looking for a strikeout. So 2 out for the Bearcats. They have a chance to tie it, though. We'll go back to the top of the order with Errett, who on his first at-bat struck out against Horton. And Horton with a chance to get the Hawks out of this one with the lead. Swing and a miss here for a big strike. So Eric's still trying to kind of play out Horton, trying to get a little bit better of an understanding on him. Changes it up now. Goes back to that lower corner for another strike. So Horton now once again back in a much more comfortable form, up 2 strikes to no balls. And that one's going to barely miss outside for ball 1. So the count currently 1-2 with 2 men on here for Ballinger. The 1-2. This one's going to be swung out at first, and that will do it here. So the Cats strand 2 guys, but able to answer back against the Hawks. Our new score, Wall 3, Ballinger 2. We'll be right back here on the Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Glad to have y'all back here for Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union, where we have us a ball game. The Hawks currently leading 3-2 over the Ballinger Bearcats in what has been a very fun one to watch here so far. As we are here in the bottom of the second, and starting us off here in the second will be number 12, Drew Morrison. Morrison's had 32 at-bats this season, 23 hits. He's going to launch this first one for a ball. Previous inning, the Hawks able to actually get 2 doubles in it. This one's going to be fouled off for a strike. So the bats were already kind of getting going early for the Hawks. We'll see if they can kind of duplicate that here in the second. Morrison will hit this one out toward left. I think that one is caught out there. Fantastic catch made for a big out. So that's going to be out number 1 here for the Hawks. That brings up now Grayson Wiggins. Currently on the season, 47 at-bats, 36 hits, and 6 singles. He's going to swing on this one for a strike. Count currently 0-1 here. Awaits the pitch. So it's going to be hit out toward left. And it's out of the ballpark. And that will be a solo home run here for Wiggins. It's his first homer of the season. And with that, he will help the Hawks kind of regain more of that lead, back up to 2 runs now. Looks like a good pitch there from Busenhauer. It was just caught there by Wiggins. And he just kind of put everything on it. That takes us back to the top of the batting order with Herbert. He's going to swing on this one for a foul. So Herbert in his first at bat had a strikeout, but he's going to get this one to go off the left side. He's going for 2. And he will get it in time. So this time around, he will keep things rolling here for the Hawks with a double. So the Hawks looking to threaten more as you have Jumper back up the bat. Jumper, of course, at his first at-bat had that double to start things off for Wall. This one's going to hit the outside corner for a ball. Busenhauer now here with the pitch. This one's going to be swung on and missed for a big strike. The count now 1-1 here. Now we're getting set back on the mound. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So Braden Jumper currently behind, trying to fight back in the count. He'll get this one to go. It's going to be ruled fair. And that will allow the runners to advance. So Brooks, once again, will now also return up the bat. Hit a single in his first at-bat in the first inning. Hit this one. It's going to be caught by the shortstop who lost the ball, could not get it back in time, and that's going to score a run. Look at it again. Almost a fantastic play, just unable to fully bring in the ball there. And that will allow, again, 2 runners on for the Hawks. Trying to get out of this inning. So this one's going to be low in the dirt for a ball. He's got 1 out. He's got to find a way to get 2 more here. As the Hawks have pushed their lead back up to 3 runs, this one's going to be outside for a ball. So 2 balls, no strikes here. This one's going to be popped up. And it will be caught by the second baseman for out number 2. So that will bring back up number 13, Reed Decker, who was the second out in the first inning with a strikeout looking. Could find a way to really help the Hawks even further their lead as he has 2 runners on. He's going to watch this one low for ball 1. So Decker now awaiting the 1-0. He'll put this one into play. It's going to fall fair as it goes toward right. And that will be a fantastic single. Now he's going to go for 2. Nobody's going after the ball. There's kind of a miscommunication there on Ballinger on the defense. They let that one roll all the way out toward the left parallel, but that will, I believe, go down as a RBI single. And then possibly a steal to second by Decker. Now the Hawks once again threatening on Ballinger. The runner in scoring position, 2 outs. A swing and a miss for a strike. As it is Will Share back up to bat. Currently with an 0-2 count. Share's going to watch this one go outside on the outside corner for ball 1. Here's a 2-1. That's going to get caught on the corner for another strikeout here. for Busenhauer, and that will be his third one to end the inning. So with that, the Hawks able to push their lead 6-2, and we'll take a short break. You're watching Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo R.
And welcome back here to the Concho Sports Network, where we got Wall Hawk Baseball presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We are now at the top of the third inning. And the Hawks coming off once again another explosive inning, putting up now a total of 6-2 on the Bearcats. But Ballinger has also shown that they have not struggled to answer back against Wall, as they did so to start off the second. But Reese Horton was able, kind of struggled a little bit to get things rolling back in the second, but then near the end of it, he finally got back in his mojo, as to say. So we'll see what happens here in the third, as it's going to be Quiroga starting things off here for the Bearcats. And he's going to see a ball first. So this one will be low for ball two. So a 2-0 count. So once again, kind of similar to the last time up with Horton, where he kind of got behind the count early a good couple of times, but this time it'll be swung on and missed for a strike. You kind of feel a little bit better with this much further of a lead to kind of build back upon. This one's going to be hit out toward left field. That will fall fair. So Quiroga with a base hit single to start off the top of the third. Now Busenhauer up to bat. He's going to let that one go for a ball. Busenhauer's first at bat. Swung on, was thrown out. He's going to call time here. Now steps back into the batter's box. Awaiting the 1-0. This one's going to be hit out toward the back wall. And that one is out of here. So Busenhauer with the big home run to bring in 2 runs early for the Bearcats with nobody out. And once again, they are trying to trim right back into that Hawk lead. So 2 RBI homer. Counted to go over that big green wall out there in outfield. Literally the wall in a wall. Nobody on though. So Horton just kind of starting fresh once again. You just kind of have to brush that off, get right back to business. And when you got Villarreal, that's a guy you kind of have to. He was hit on his first at bat. Back in the second, he's going to take this one for a strike. But he was hit his first at bat and was able to work his way around the bases to score. This one he's going to pop up, and it looks like it's going to stay in play here. And a fantastic catch made by Bryson Ballard over there at the second baseman spot. That's one out here now. So this pitch is going to be low and outside for a ball to the brother Beisenhauer, who was walked back in the second inning. And just like Villarreal was able to make his way around the bases to score. Low for a ball. So the count currently 2-1. So it's going to be hit toward the center. Throw will not be in time as Beisenhauer is able to get on with that single. As this one was able to get past Horton. I thought Ballard maybe he tried to get close to it. He was just trying to get a grasp on it and just could not get the throw over in time. So Castleberry now up to bat. He's going to hit one out toward center field. It's going to fall fair in center field, and that'll go down as a base hit single. So back-to-back singles here for Ballinger. Tying man is now at first. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit nicely out to left field. I can't tell exactly, and it looks like it's going to fall fair. Cannot see from my angle. That will be another single by Ballinger. 3 back-to-back singles by the Bearcats, and they have loaded up the bases on the Hawks. The go-ahead runner is now on first. So just like previously in the second, the Hawks are threatening to come right back at right back. This one's going to be high for a ball by Horton. Sorry, the second time today, Horton's going to have to try to figure out how to get out of a jam. This one's going to be swung on and missed for a strike. As it is currently Martinez at bat. Going to hit this one. It looks like it's going to stay in play here, and it will be retrieved. I believe Ballard came over to make that catch for out number 2. So 2 outs now here for Ballinger. This one high for a ball. If you're the Cats here, you got a great chance of trying to either tie it or trying to take the lead with the bases loaded. Count currently 2 balls, no strikes. Swung on and fouled for strike one. So Langston in his first at-bat back in the second struck out looking. Trying to earn a little bit of redemption here in the third. He's going to get a lot under this one, but it looks like the wind's going to carry it. And it's going to drop fair, and that will score a run. So an RBI single there on the little flopper from Langston. And the bases will stay loaded here. Tied up now, 6-6. This one's going to be high for ball one. We go back to the top of the order with Eric. Eric struggled so far in his 2 appearances today, trying to make up for it here, and he might just have, as that one's going to fall fair. And that will go down as another single, RBI single here by Eric to now give the Bearcats the lead over the Hawks. So I was talking about Eric, kind of had a struggle so far today. His first 2 at-bats had a strikeout, then was thrown out in the second. But right there, was able to make up for it by just utilizing that little single there to bring in a run. That has broken this tie now. To 8-6. Going to be swung on and missed for a strike.
All right, let's go get him, Reese.
As it'll be Quiroga at bat again here in the third, after his previous at bat. This one's going to be a bit inside or at the legs for a ball. So Quiroga, the one who began everything for the Bearcats in this inning with that single. They got things rolling here. It's going to fall on the dirt for a ball. Good work by Sherdo to collect that one in the dirt to save it. It's going to be in for a strike. Here's pitch. This one's going to be low in the dirt. It brings our count up to full now at 3-2. So Quiroga once again threatening. Horton only needing to get one more out here to retire the inning. This one will be hit, and a fantastic grab made there. What a catch made out there by Ballard to end the inning. Not before the Bearcats are able to take the lead now, 8-6, but still a Sports Center top 10 play right there on that line out. And that's going to wrap us up here for the top of the third. We head to the bottom of their third. Our new score, Ballinger 8, Wall 6. You're watching Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month. with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Welcome back here to Wall Hawk Baseball, presented on Concho Sports Network, brought to you by First Community Federal Credit Union, where we have had a offensive game, to say the least. I thought this win would kind of slow things down, but rather the opposite. It has been all offense today, as the Bearcats were able to come back in that last inning to now take a 8-6 lead. But the Hawks now looking to try to answer back and looking to maybe return that lead back onto their side. And it will be Williams starting us off here. That one's going to be high for a ball. So Austin Williams today, as he will take this pitch, I believe, for a ball. On the day he had that strikeout early looking. Now he has a strike. So he's awaiting the 2-1 count here. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So he's still trying to figure out Busenhauer. Once again, my apologies for probably butchering that. As this one's going to be high for ball 3. So Williams able to stay in the count, trying to fight his way on the first. Here's the pitch. It's going to be low for ball 4. And Williams will be walked. That'll bring the tying run up to bat, which is none other than Drew Morrison. So you have Drew Morrison, who fouled out earlier, or flied out. Got basketball on the mind with March Madness. And then on deck, right behind him, you have Wiggins, who had that solo homer. So the Hawks kind of set up still here with a chance to take an advantage. We'll see if the Ballinger Bearcat defense will allow it. Here's the throw to first. As they're trying to catch Williams over there, but able to slide back to first. Doesn't even really have a leadoff at the moment. Now he's kind of going. He's got an okay lead. And they're going to try to play the pick and roll game with him. Like I said, he doesn't really have a massive lead out there every time he's been going out. So we'll see again here if they go right back. Yep, they're going to go back to it again. They're trying to see if they can catch Williams, but like I said, he just doesn't really have that big of a lead out there at first. And they're going to go try for a 4th time. Still cannot catch him. And if anything, you kind of have to wonder, maybe they're just trying to play mind games with Morrison a little bit. And that one's going to be high to Morrison. Strikes, 1 ball. This one swung on and missed. Fantastic fastball by Busenhauer. count to 1-1. This one is hit. Looks like it's going to fall fair. The center fielder was unable to make the catch. And a big play there for Ballinger. So you see there Morrison with the massive single there is carried by the wind, unable to be grabbed out there in center field. And that allowed Williams to go all the way around to get to third. So now you got runners on the corners. And you have Wiggins up to bat. As it looks like they're going to play the little touch and go again here with Morrison over at first. Wiggins once again with a solo homer back in the second inning. So it's going to be high for ball one. So nobody out so far here for the Hawks. They're in excellent business right now to try to at least tie this one back up. That one's going to be outside for ball two. Busenhauer, he's got to be just a little bit careful with it. That one's going to be called down the center for a strike. So that's strike one to Wiggins. Here's the 1-2. That one's just going to miss on the outside corner for ball three. And Busenhauer once again almost in trouble of giving up another walk here that will allow the bases to be loaded. But able to correct it right there, going right down the center with a fastball for a strike to bring the count to full. 2 strikes, 3 balls. Going to step off the mound here and kind of collect himself, gives the call out to his catcher. Now steps back on the mound. Going to throw to first. And they will say he is safe. That was close. That was actually very close here. He actually tried to trick Morrison a little by doing that move, by stepping off the mound. Morrison able to get back just in time. But definitely a lot closer than the ones that were to Williams. This one's going to be fouled off there. Obviously, I think they're going to call another balk. Morrison will advance to second. And Williams will score with that. So the lead is down to a run for Ballinger, 8-7. As we have once again head coach Matt McBriar out there to talk with the official, probably about that footing. And that's the one thing you're going to have problems with as well when you use a lot of different type of moves off the mound. Where is that pitcher's foot going to land? So after that, we're back to baseball. And as Wiggins will continue his at-bat as he is currently at a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out for the Hawks. And 1 man on. This one's going to be swung on and missed for a strikeout. So that's the first out here for the Hawks. Eisenhower able to make up for that balk. We go back to the top of the order with Herbert. Takes it low for a ball. This one hits the inside corner for strike one. Herbert struck out in his first appearance, then was walked in the second. And he's going to foul this one out of play for strike two. On that walk, he was able to utilize all the other offensive help there to make his way around the bases to score for the Hawks. Has a chance to try to tie this one up or to take the lead. He's currently down to the count by 2 strikes. It's going to be fouled off there toward the home dugout. Eisenhower on the day already with 3 strikeouts. Probably like to add a 4th one. It's going to be low in the dirt for ball 2. Brings the count now 2-2. Herbert now steps back into the batter's box. Here's a 2-2. This one rolls in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. That will allow Morrison to advance to third on the wild pitch. And the count is now full here to Herbert. And that one's going to be caught looking to Kai Herbert for out number 2. So Braden Jumper back up to bat now here for the Hawks. And he has had a very good day today. He's gone 2 for 2 in his at-bats. Had a double back in the first and a single in the second. Would love to continue to add on here. That one's going to drop perfectly in for a strike. Eisenhower doing a good job trying to maintain the Bearcat lead. This one's outside for a ball. So far, every inning today has pretty much guaranteed a run. This one's going to be outside for a ball. I think only the very top of the first inning was the only inning we saw today without a score, as we had a 3-up, 3-down. But since then, there has been a run in practically the remaining last 2 we've gone through, or 2.5. Here's a pitch from Eisenhower. It's going to be high for a ball. Eisenhower now behind in the count, 3 balls to 1 strike. If walked again, this would put runners on the corners. And that one's going to barely miss. And just like that, we do have runners on the corners now. As you have Morrison at third. Jumper now at first, and you got Brooks headed back up to bat. Brooks also with a very good day today. He's gone 2 for 2. Had an RBI back in that second inning. throw for first again. Eisenhower really trying his darndest out there to try to pick someone off at first. Swing and a miss here for Brooks for a strike. Got on in the first and then made his way around the bases to score. And then he was stranded in the second, but of course he had that RBI single to help add on to the Hawk lead at the time, as they are now trailing 8-7. Another swing and a miss for strike two. So Brooks just a bit behind on these last two pitches from Eisenhower as he's getting them with the changeup. Those off-speed pitches. It's going to go high for a ball. He might try to test Brooks a little bit more here to see what he's going to be willing to chase, especially since he's got that big cushion to work with here in the count. It's going to be fouled off there.
You got this, Cannon.
Eisenhower, as mentioned, now with that, since that last pitch, with 4 strikeouts. So it's going up against Herbert. So it's going to be high for a ball. He's trying to maybe get Herbert to chase something high, but all his swings today have been low, or so far at this at-bat. Once again, tried to go low, and now the count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to throw the man out at first again. But Brooks paying attention out there. He's got a lead off, but once again, not a really massive lead off, but a pretty good lead off to say the least. So it's going to be low for ball 4. So Brooks will go to base on the walk. And the bases are loaded. You have Morrison at third, Brooks at second now, Jumper at second now, and Brooks at first. And it'll be Ballard up to bat. Ballard made that fantastic catch to close off the top of the inning. He's currently got 1 ball here. That one's going to be called inside for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss now for strike 1. Ballard with a 1-2 count.
Good job. Better way to watch.
Now up 3-2. Previous at-bats had a single in the first inning. And then popped it up in the second. Now set back in the batter's box, ready for the pitch. He will foul this one out of the dirt to bring up strike 2. So another full count here, and the question is who will be the victor out of this one. Busenhauer or Ballard, and that one's going to go toward the first baseman for out number 3. So the Hawks able to come back a little bit, trimming the lead down 8-7 to end the 3rd inning. Our score once again, the Ballinger Bearcats 8, the Wall Hawks 7. You're watching Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We'll be right back.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
And welcome back here to Wall, Texas, where we have Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. It is a 8-7 advantage for the Ballinger Bearcats, as it has been back and forth here. As one team looks to have secured a lead, the other comes right back to challenge it. And we definitely still have a long ways to go before deciding who will be our victor here tonight. So it's actually going to be the pitcher, Eisenhower, starting things off here for the Bearcats, as he himself got things going for Ballinger at his at-bat. He's going to take this first one for a ball, as he hit that big home run to score 2 runs back in the 3rd. It's going to be called inside for ball 2. So Horton, it's very, very peculiar a little bit how he kind of starts out a little bit behind the count in his first couple of batters faced. But then, and our apologies, the ball just landed on our TV monitor here at the production booth. I could not see it in the sky, and our booth is busted. We wish we could show it to you. It is, yeah, it's not working no more. So, so we're gonna. My producer, Shay Harris, sitting right beside me. He's like, well, we're gonna have to dig into the bank for that one, and so I think our count right now. Let's see, we're at 2 strikes, 2 balls. This one's going to be fouled, and it will be caught inside there, making the catch. I believe it was Herbert. Actually, no, it was Williams. Williams on the catch there. This one will be hit, grabbed by Williams, but he's going to hold on to that one. And he will allow the Bearcats the single to let one man on. So while we got a moment, hey fans, would you like to watch Concho Sport Network games on your TV live in high definition? All you have to do is install the CSN Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You You can install them now on either device just by searching Concho Sports. We invite you to check it out for the best viewing experience, and with that you get a fantastic view on a play like that made out in right field. As I'm sure hopefully y'all are enjoying it back there, because I sadly cannot see it no longer on my monitor. So 2 outs here so far for the Cats. As it is Castleberry up the bat, he's going to hit this one out toward left field, and it's going to be caught. Fantastic catch made out in center field to wrap this one up. So the Bearcats finally unable to score here at the top of the 4th inning. Our score will hold. It was the Ballinger Bearcats 8, the Wall Hawks 7. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back here on the Concho Sports Network with more Wall Hawk baseball presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Welcome back here to Wall, Texas, everybody, as we are here with Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. And while I've got a chance again, be sure to catch all your favorite Concho Valley sports on the Concho Sports Network on TV, live in high definition. All you have to do is just install the CSN Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either of your devices just by simply searching up Concho Sports. We invite you to check them out for the best viewing experience. As this leadoff hit is popped up there by Decker and caught by Basenhauer for out number 1 for the Hawks. So Wall only down by a run. They, of course, led for the first and second inning until we saw that massive comeback drive by the Bearcats in the 3rd. And now the Hawks trying to work from behind to regain the lead. And it's going to be Cher up to bat next to try to help get things going again. He's currently facing a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Now he's currently behind the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Struck out back in the 2nd inning for the 3rd out, but had a big hit back in the 1st as he will get this one but fall. But the throw is made in time from the shortstop for out number 2. So routine 6-3 play there to get out number 2 on Cher. And that'll bring up Williams. Austin Williams today had a strikeout in the 1st inning. He was walked back in the 3rd. And on that walk, he was able to make his way around the bases to score for the Hawks. And this one's going to go right right down the drop right into the center for a perfect strike. So Eisenhower, as mentioned, has 4 strikeouts on the day. He's going to throw this one in, and it's going to be, they're asking the official over at first if there was a swing. There was not. So that'll go down as ball 1. This one's going to hit the inside lower corner for strike 2. So Williams currently now down in the count, 2-1. The Hawks with 2 outs here, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss for a strikeout. That one, number 5 on the day for Busenhauer. Like that, the Hawks go 3 up, 3 down as we head toward the top of the 5th inning. Our score, the Ballinger Bearcats 8, the Wall Hawks 7. You are watching Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo R.
Welcome back to Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Folks, we're live streaming Wall, Central, and Lakeview baseball and softball twice a week through April. Next Tuesday, March 30th, we're bringing you Central Lady Cat softball versus Abilene live at 7 o'clock p.m. So be sure to watch at 7 on Tuesday right here at ConchoSports.com, the Concho Sports Network Roku and Fire TV apps, YouTube, and Facebook. Should be a fun one going on next week. Here today, though, we have a very fun one between the Hawks and the Bearcats of Ballinger and Wall, where it has been back and forth, and to where we're at right now in the top of the 5th inning, with the Bearcats holding on to a 1-run lead over the Hawks, 8-7. So Matchik currently ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Now 3 balls and no strikes. Horton will throw this one high for ball 4. And that will lead off the inning with a walk, and that will lead to another talk at the mound for Horton. And it looks like Horton will be done for the day today. He will end the day with 3 strikeouts. And it's gone up against a good amount of pitchers going all the way into the 5th inning here. Coming in for relief will be number 23, Nathan Pepper. And we'll see if the wind will cooperate long enough with me to see if I can maybe get my paper on him. exactly. I cannot locate it at the moment. I got all my paperwork sadly all over the place thanks to the wind today. But we will just go ahead and wait to see how Nathan Pepper will do here, as he will take over for Reese Horton. So first up, he will go against Nick Martinez. Martinez has struggled today, coming out on a fielder's choice back in the second, then popped up in the third. It's going to be high for ball one. He does have the chance to help get the Hawks going here by getting out of this inning and getting back to the basics, as this one is lost at first, unable to be grabbed by the first baseman. That's going to allow Matchek to get all the way to second off the error. Tried to get on over to Brooks, and it just did not. The communication just didn't seem to be there. That one's going to be called low for a ball. So Martinez currently ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Matchek now with the pitch, and that one's going to hit on the inside corner for a strike. So Matchek now trying to catch right back up. And right back in the same spot for strike 2. So it brings the count down 2 strikes, 2 balls. This one will be hit right up towards second, and that will work. It'll advance the runner to third, so Matchek will move to third on the fielder's choice. But now that is 1 out here for the Bearcats. So Tyler Langston will now come back to bat here for the Ballinger Bearcats. He's going to put this one into play, and he will be out at first on the routine 5-3 there. So just like that, back-to-back outs here for Ballinger. So 2 outs now. We will go back to the top of the order with Arrett. Arrett struggled in the first and the second, but the third, when I had mentioned it, is when he really shined. He hit that big single RBI that kept things rolling for Ballinger when they made that run to take the lead. This pitch is low for a ball. Trying to get some type of run here to help protect this lead. You really don't want to just hold on to 1 run. As we've seen, once the Wallhawk offense is able to get going, it might not last very long. Count now 1-1. Definitely been a back and forth today between both these offenses. And what's also been a very, very windy day. That one's going to fall fair on the ball, the bunt. That will be out number 3 on the bunt attempt, and that will do it. So that's 3 down for the Bearcats. Up next will be the Wall Hawks in the bottom of the 5th inning. Our score, Ballinger 8, Wall 7. You're watching Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Welcome back here to Wall Hawk Baseball, presented on Concho Sports Network and presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. And what has been an exciting game today, as mentioned by both Ballinger and Wall, in a 8-7 game. Folks, while we're live streaming Wall, Central, and Lakeview baseball and softball twice a week through April. Next Tuesday, March 30th, we're bringing you Central Lady Cats softball versus Abilene live at 7 o'clock. So watch at 7 on Tuesday right here at ConchoSports.com, the Concho Sports Network, Roku and Fire TV apps, YouTube, and on Facebook. So coming up the bat here for the Hawks. Looks to be number 12, Drew Morrison. Morrison had that single back in the third inning. He's going to take this first one for strike one. Right now, he'd be considered the tying run at bat. That one will go in fair for strike two. Morrison, you'd have Wiggins on. He's currently at deck. This one's going to be outside for a ball. So as mentioned, Wiggins is on deck. He had the homer in the second, struck out in the third. The count currently now 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be swung on and missed for a strikeout. Strikeout number, I think, 6 on the day now. I'll have to count those up for Busenhauer. That's actually strikeout number 7. So 7 strikeouts today for Busenhauer in what's been a very productive day for him. So Wiggins up to bat. Just trying to reignite this offense that went cold in the last inning, going 3 up, 3 down. This one might help as Wiggins is able to get that one to go, and he will get there safely to first as the second baseman, which is the brother Aiden Busenhauer, was unable to bring it in. Talk at the mound. Busenleiner. I apologize. Once again, my apologies, folks, for that. And with that, Busenleiner will also be done for the day. But he ends the day with, once again, a total of 7 strikeouts. So definitely did a fantastic job of helping this Bearcat team and helping to literally protect this run. So they're going to bring in the relief pitcher now. I will check the C on the number. Always been a fan of the the red and black, but kind of, my producer says number 11, so that's going to be Nakia Villarreal, who's going to move over from the shortstop position. Strikeouts on the day back in the first and the third, and had a double in the second. So 1 for 3 today. This one's going to roll foul. Across the line, a good bunt attempt. Nothing doing. So Herbert with no balls, 1 strike. Trying to figure out how Villarreal will throw to him. First and not in time, trying to once again try to utilize that pickoff maneuver at first, but we'll go back to it again, trying to get Wiggins over there. Once again, we'll now head back out, try to get that lead off again. We'll see if Villarreal will go back to him. No, he'll go straight for the pitch this time. That's going to be low for a ball. Brings our count 1-1. Third pitch low for ball 2. With a 1-2 count here, doing good, finding his way ahead of the count. This one is fouled. Guarding my head there, since our monitor is not spared, I don't want my head to be the next to be hit. I should have brought, I'm looking at my producer, I should have brought me one of the helmets the batters wear to protect myself. This one's going to be fouled out of play. It's been many years since I've worn a batter's helmet. As Villarreal will now try once again the pickoff maneuver. Just Wiggins was not even off the bag at that point. Going to be low for a ball. And that'll bring the count full here for Herbert. And 3 balls, 2 strikes. Has a chance to get on and put 2 runners on here for the Hawks. He's going to hit this one out towards center. And that one is going to be caught, but it works there to at least allow Wiggins to move on to second. So the sacrifice fly works in favor of the Hawks. So 2 outs here, and that will bring Jumper up to bat. Braden Jumper with a very good day today. His first 2 at-bats, able to first get a double in the first inning, then a single in the second, and was walked in the third. So 2 for 2 on the day. As this one is fouled. Everybody looking to make sure that they were not going to get hit by it. Don't even know where it went. I think it's up in the, from what I heard, it's in the tree behind us. The tree might have saved my life this time around. If I was a millionaire, I would for sure invest in a press box for the Hawks. So one of these days, if I win the lottery, I'll be sure to know where to spend it. This one's going to land fair. That's going to run. 2 runs will score. So a big single 2 RBI hit that put the Hawks back on top now. Back up 9-8. It's kind of hard for us to see from our vantage point with the dugout in the way, and with my monitor gone, I really could not tell. But it was a big break there for the Hawks. Makes contact with it, gets right under it. That one will fall fair, unable to be brought in. It's going to land for a double. Runners will be held. And like that, the Hawks offense is back rolling again. So you got Jumper on at third and Brooks on at second. Here for the Hawks. As time is being called by head coach Matt McBriar. Again, when we have a moment, folks, we're live streaming Wall, Central, and Lakeview baseball and softball twice a week through the month of April. Next Tuesday, March 30th, we're bringing you Central Lady Softball versus Abilene live at 7 o'clock. So be sure to watch at 7 on Tuesday right here at ConchoSports.com, the Concho Sports Network on Roku and Fire TV apps, YouTube, and Facebook. Looks like we're having a discussion on the bat. So I'm wondering if they're saying that there's possible tamperment with the bat or something along those matters. It's been quite a while since we played this. I've played the sport, and usually they have to meet some type of qualification. And it looks like they are reporting on this bat. Try to find out during the break what this was about. This is on the one that I believe that Brooks hit with. And And usually when it does come to high school baseball, it becomes a very serious issue in regards to the style of the bat. And this is also as well in little leagues as well, in those certain age ranges, depending on what bats are allowed and what are not allowed in terms of the aluminum bat. So now they are actually going to take a picture of the bat as well. And once again, it's not because of the brand of the bat, but it's more in particular of the other dimensions of this bat. And this bat belongs to Decker. Or at least it's currently in the possession of Decker. Might get a clarification here from the umpire. Okay, so the word we have just received from the head umpire is Ballinger has currently put the game into protest on challenging this bat here in the 5th inning, in the bottom of the 5th. So we will continue play here, but what that means is that after the game they will further research this bat and determine whether this bat is legal or illegal. So most likely this will have to come down to the decision of the UIL, and depending on that we will try to see what the ramifications would be. But for now, we will continue to play on here in what's been a fantastic game nonetheless. Oh, and that one's going to be a hit there. As Ballard is hit and will take first off the hit by pitch. So now the bases are loaded here for Wall. And you have Reed Decker back up to bat here for the Hawks. They're going to call that one on the corner for a strike. So 1 strike, 1 out here. This one's going to be fouled out of play. So just like that, Decker now behind in the count by 2 strikes. This one will be fouled into the guardrail back there. So we'll hold that 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody, or 1 out. My apologies. This one's going to go right toward the second baseman. Throw to first in time on the fielder's choice. will score 1 run here for Wall. So our new score, 10-8 here in favor of the Hawks. As this pitch from Villarreal is outside for a ball. This one will be fouled out of play for a strike. The count now 1-1, 1 strike, 1 ball. Runner on third and second. Villarreal getting the call. Here's the pitch. It's going to be hit out toward right. Will not be able to be grabbed in time. That one is going to fall fair for a... It's going to be a big double there. 2 RBI double.
Way to score, guys. Get away, Hawks.
And the Hawks push the lead up to 12 now. The ball now leads 12-8. So we have a pinch runner coming in. It's going to be Hudson Tepachik. Hope I got that one right. I've not been good on names today. But he is on at second. With 2 outs for the Hawks. But Wall has tried to build that cushion back up now as they've retaken the lead here in the bottom of the 5th. That one's going to be inside for a ball.
Get the one you like, Austin.
That one will be high for a ball, so 2 balls now. 2 outs. 1 runner on at second. Williams will watch this one for a ball. So Williams way ahead in the count, 3 balls, no strikes, and Villarreal's gonna have to find a way to fight back into it. And that one will be high for ball 4. And you got 2 Hawks back on base. You have our pinch runner at second. You got Williams on at first, and we go back to the top of where we started here in the bottom of the 5th with Morrison, who was the first out of this inning with that strikeout. Since then, the Hawks have gone to work. Morrison with a chance of redemption here. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Morrison gets a lot under this one, but it will be caught by the center fielder for out number 3. So that'll do it, but not before the Hawks are able to regain the lead and control the ball game. As our new score, the Wall Hawks 12, the Ballinger Bearcats 8. You're watching Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Welcome back here to Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. And what has been an interesting game, to say the least, between the Wall Hawks and the Ballinger Bearcats, in a 12-8 lead here for the Hawks. At the top of the inning, the Cristobal Cougars now will try to, not the Cristobal Cougars, the Ballinger Bearcats. The color got me confused a little bit there. They both kind of share that similar color. But the Ballinger Bearcats trying to once again mount another rally, as they were able to do so earlier in this very ball game. As it'll be Kiraga, who has that one single back in the third. This one's going to be right on target for a strike from Nathan Pepper, who came in for relief for Reese Horton back in the previous inning. This one's going to be fouled out of play, and we will do it all again. Hey fans, would you like to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high definition? All you have to do is install the CSN Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either device just by simply searching Concho Sports. We invite you to check it out for the best viewing experience. So this one's going to be fouled off, and our count will hold at 2 strikes and 1 ball to Kiraga. That one's going to be called on the outside for a ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Thrown out for the out. And that will be the first out here at the top of the 6th. That will now bring up Lane Busaliner. I hope I got that one on the correct way this way. Let me double check. Yes, Busaliner. So Busaliner right now with a 1 strike. And that one's going to bounce right at his feet. So it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. As mentioned, you know, both siblings on the squad, the Busaliners, both playing for Ballinger.
Come on, Nathan, give him a good one. Let you guys help you.
It's a big swing and a miss there for strike 2. Busaliner with a fantastic day, though. Back in the 3rd, had that homer, which scored 2 runs, and as mentioned, had a total of 7 strikeouts before being relieved back in the 5th. Pepper trying to work for his 2nd out of the inning. This one's going to be called just a bit out. A little high, but he was just a bit outside the strike box. So it's going to be called ball 2. Big swing and a miss there for a strikeout. First strikeout of the day for Pepper. And that is out number 2 here for Ballinger. Garcia Villarreal will now come up the bat here for Ballinger. Trying to get some sort of rally going here for the Bearcats. Villarreal able to get a good little popper, picked up by the shortstop. Throw is in time for out number 3. So that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for Ballinger, and unable to do too much in this one. Our score, Wall 12, Ballinger 8. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back here on Concho Sports Network with more Wall Hawk baseball presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
And welcome back here to Wall, Texas, where we have Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. And here the Hawks lead 12-8 in the bottom of the 6th inning, trying to close in here on another win. That one was very close to making contact with Wiggins. So following this, the Hawks will next take on their close next door neighbor, the San Angelo TLCA. That one coming up on March 30th. So current count is 1 strike, 2 balls. This one will be put into play. Let's see what happens here. And it's out of here. That's a solo home run for Wiggins. His second of the day. The funniest thing about that was prior during our commercial break, when Wiggins was on deck, a fan had mentioned to him, why don't you go ahead and just hit me another since I missed your first one. And well, he answered right there with another solo home run. So the Hawks push the lead up 13-8 over Ballinger. So Kai Herbert will step back up the bat here. He's going to take this first one as a strike from Villarreal. A second high one here from Villarreal. Also a little bit of control on these two. This one's going to be fouled off the bat for strike 2 to Herbert. Now, as mentioned in terms of the baseball bat that we had a discussion on earlier, we'll be interested to see what comes out of that. That probably won't be found out till later in the week. Ball 2, as I'm sure that investigation will occur after the game into the coming week, but from what I've heard, everything seemed to be fair on it. It's been quite a while since I played ball. I'm sure the regulations on the bats have changed since then as well, but all seemed very legal to me. And you can always just kind of tell in the way, mainly when you hear the ball make contact with the bat. That's normally what will kind of make individuals guess whether the bat is legal or not. So count currently 2 strikes, 3 balls, so a full count. This one will be popped up. And the catch is unable to be brought in by the shortstop as it fell out of his glove. And Herbert able to make it to second base. So that will lead to another talk at the mound. Hey fans, would you like to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high definition? All you have to do is install the CSN, Roku, or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on any device just by simply searching Concho Sports. We invite you to check it out for the best viewing experience. So you go from watching it on your laptop to your 4K high definition television. Just sadly not on our busted TV monitor then. Sadly it's not showing anything anymore. That one's going to be called outside. So Jumper currently ahead, 1 ball, no strike. And Jumper is going to put this one in the play. We'll see if they can make the catch. And this time around, the second baseman able to make the catch for out number 1. To left field, and it'll be caught by the left fieldman. That was Cannon Brooks. He sent it flying, but the wind kind of caught it a little bit there. So it's back-to-back outs here for the Hawks. Bryson Ballard back up to bat here for Wall. So he's currently looking to be ahead here. 1 ball, no strikes. And he will pop this one foul. Our count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. And Villarreal looks like he was ready to go, but decided to step off the pitch, went to take a look back. Keep an eye on Herbert. Herbert now has a leadoff out there, and he's going to do it again. With the pitch this time around, it's going to be grabbed and inside for a ball. So 2-1 count here to Ballard. It's going to be low for ball 3. That one kind of just dropped. That's sinker. They're actually going to... might have hit. That's going to be strike 2. And time will be called. Ballard calling for time real fast. And he's going to step back in. a swing and a miss for a strikeout. And that will do it here. But not before the Hawks are able to add another run with a solo homer from Wiggins. So our new score, the Wall Hawks 13, the Ballinger Bearcats 8. As we go to the top of the 7th inning, you're watching Wall Hawk baseball here on the Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
And we are back here in Wall, Texas, where we have Wall Hawk Baseball presented here on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. And what is now the final stretch here for the Ballinger Bearcats, as they have to find a way to time this one here to keep this game alive. So they find themselves down 13-8. So that one's going to be fouled off into the back fence there for strike one. So Ballinger. It's going to be low for a ball. Here's the 1-1. This one swung on and missed for strike two. Pepper trying to get another struck-out. Got his first one in the 6th. Against Ballinger, the elder Ballinger. This one will be hit out toward right and will be collected out there in right field for out number 1. That now brings up Marcus Castleberry, who has hit 2 singles today in the 2nd and 3rd. First pitch he'll take is ball 1. That one's going to be in for strike 1. The count now 1-1, one ball, 1 strike. Gets that one in for strike 2. This one is fouled back. So it'll hold here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Pepper. This one will be hit, grabbed by the shortstop. The road to first is there, but unable to get the foot on the bag. So Castleberry will get there on the base hit single. And looks like head coach Jason Schneiders will double check with the official on that. The play will stand. So Castleberry is the lone life right here for the Bearcats to try to get this rally going. Pepper gets this one right down the center for a strike. Fantastic fastball in there. This one to Matchik is high for ball one. Matchik has gone 2 for 2, or actually 1 for 1 on the day with that single. His other at-bats, he was walked. So he has found a way on today. So steal for second. And Castleberry will take off and steal it. So right now you got a 1-1 count. Runner at second. Actually now a 2-1 count, my apologies. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch to match it. And it's going to be outside for ball 3. Pepper's done a fantastic job in coming in for relief for Horton. Able to pick up where he left off. And that one's going to be low for ball 4. And the runners will advance. You now have Castleberry one off now to third. And Matchik is at first. So you got runners on corners again here. And Martinez will be coming up to bat. Now the advantage here though for Martinez has been unable to get on today as a designated hitter. He had a pop-up in the third, and then he was taken out as the fielder's choice back in the 2nd and 5th innings. At the same time, he could find a way to try to at least sacrifice to himself to get another run in or to help advance the runners. But right now, he is down by a strike. Be low for ball 1. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a swing and a miss for another strike. Martinez now behind in the count. 2 strikes and 1 ball. Here's the pitch. This one is popped up, will stay in play, and the catch is made by the right fielder. So the sacrifice hit does bring in 1 run. Swing and a miss for strike one to Langston. This one low for a ball. It's going to be high for ball two. So Langston currently the final out here for Ballinger. As Bearcats have found themselves down by 4 runs. Here's a pitch. This one's going to be fouled out of play. So the count 2-2. Langston down to his final strike. Pepper set. Here's the pitch. Did he swing? Yes, he did. So that will do it. Our final score here from Wall, Texas. The Wall Hawks 13, the Ballinger Bearcats 9. We'll take a short break here and be back here with our short post-game show. You are watching Wall Hawk Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Welcome back here to Wall, Texas, where we have just witnessed the Wall Hawks come back in what has been a wild but fun game as they defeat the Ballinger Bearcats 13-9. It was a game of runs in different innings. The Hawks, of course, began this one early, taking a 3-0 lead, and then very quickly after that, you had the Bearcats right behind them. It wasn't until the 3rd inning when the Bearcats finally were able to take over and take a 5-run lead over the Hawks. But do not count the Hawks out. The 5th inning, they made their run and pretty much put the game away by reclaiming the lead. And in the end of the ball game, taking the advantage 13-9. One of the more interesting things that happened within this ball game is a protest was presented in the 5th inning from Ballinger head coach Matt McBriar over one of the bats used by the Hawks. So that is still currently under protest. We will probably not figure that one out until next week at the most likely, as that will be, the bat will be reviewed by the umpires after tonight's game and going into that one. So of course we'll do our best to stay tuned on that and find out what happens in regards to that. But nonetheless, a Wall Hawk victory on the night that was full of a lot of offense. Very hard to choose a player of the game here, but if I was to put it, I will go ahead and put Wiggins out on tonight. 2 solo homers, had a homer back in the 2nd, and then kind of put the exclamation mark with scoring the 13th run back in the 6th with that solo homer. But also a fantastic job by the pitching staff for both squads, with Reese Horton doing a great job in his outing, and Nathan Pepper coming in for relief, and of course I'm going to screw this up again. Busenlier, who had a phenomenal outing today with 7 strikeouts. Sadly, they did not come away with the win, but still a phenomenal outing by him to keep his squad in this ball game. So, of course, before we wrap things up here, we would like to give everybody a reminder that we are live streaming Wall Central and Lakeview baseball and softball twice a week through April. So next Tuesday, March 30th, we'll be bringing you Central Lady Cats softball versus Abilene live at 7 o'clock. So be sure to watch us at 7 on Tuesday night right here at ConchoSports.com, the Concho Sports Network Roku and Fire TV apps, YouTube, and Facebook. Of course, also before we go, we'd like to give a big thanks to both Wall and Ballinger High Schools for allowing us to come today to watch this game. A big thank you to the Wall Hawks for doing a great job of giving us good hospitality and a good place to broadcast this game. And of course, to all the fans in attendance today who presented a good, positive, and a very fun atmosphere. So once again, our final score, the Wall Hawks 13, the Ballinger Bearcats 9. And that'll wrap us up. So we'll see y'all again very soon. On behalf of my producer, Shay Harris, this has been Vincent Salazar here on the Concho Sports Network.